I think that regardless of whether you're recovering from alcohol dependence or other substance dependence, or simply depression or psychotic illness, or just emotional distress that has overwhelmed and feels like it's crushing you, one of the things which is likely to help is finding support from other people who've had the same experience and are maybe a bit further along the road than you, who can offer help and support. And the incredible thing is, when I moved into getting support from peers, it helped me initially, and then as I got more experience, I was able to help new people coming in because I recognized they were in a similar position to me, and I was actually becoming useful rather than just learning or being supported. And that's a lovely kind of circular pathway, the person being helped becomes the helper, and there's a sort of you're all in the journey together. So yeah, in terms of things that helped, getting connected to peers with similar experiences was one of the most profound. For people who are in a similar position to the one I was in, where there's despair, a feeling of being overwhelmed and not being able to see a way out, then the first thing has to be, the first piece of advice, or the first thing that helped me was asking for help, even though I found that incredibly difficult to do, partly because I was ashamed, but also because the idea of me, the doctor, asking for help was just huge. But asking for help, even when you're feeling low and you've no motivation, is an essential part of moving forward. So ask for help and then take the help that's offered. I think, if right at the start of my journey, if there'd been a short circuit that could have moved me on quickly, then I'd have been there. I would have gone for it. But I think I recognized I had enough savvy, even at the start of the journey, to realize that this was going to be a bit of a marathon and not a sprint, and I wasn't going to be able to recover. It took me years and years to get into the mess I was in. It wasn't going to happen overnight, the recovery process. So that's why, when it was suggested, various things were suggested, I just went with it. I was so low that I thought, I'm prepared to try anything. And actually, that was enough. That's just that willingness, and then following suggestions that people made. So yeah, be willing to accept help. And the key thing for me is, get connected to other people who've had similar experiences to you. Find a group that's going to support you. There's so much available online now as well, which is amazing. It's never been easier to connect. And although it's a bit scary, certainly scary for me, I'm naturally a bit shy. And going into a meeting with other people and talking about myself brings up all sorts of anxieties. But the benefit I got from doing that was just phenomenal. And once I began to start feeling a bit better, it got easier and easier to do the things that were helping me feel better. So yeah, get connected and take professional advice as well. I'm talking a lot about peer support, but we need a combination often of treatment and mutual aid peer support groups. So take everything that's on offer. What have you got to lose?